Hello everyone and welcome to Beginner's Code, a place for you to learn with me as I dive deeper into the coding world. Before I start, this video is brought to you by SiteGround. If you're looking for a hosting service that is fast, reliable and has great customer service, please do check out the link in my description. This is an affiliate link, so if you do end up being a SiteGround customer through the link, I will receive a little and this will be extremely beneficial for the channel. Or if you're wanting to learn more about Python, then make sure you check out my website, Instagram or GitHub for projects. The links for these will all be in the descriptions below, so please do check them out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me as I teach you through the basics. Today we are going to be coding a weight converter in 3 different ways. The first using logic, the second using functions, and finally the third using object-oriented programming. This does start off with the weight inputted being pounds, so if you want to take this and improve on the code, then either try to make it so a user can choose the weight they want to start with, or maybe use the tkinter library to create a graphical user interface for your users. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is create a ready variable, and this will take in user input of would you like to convert, type quit to end. So now we will use a while loop and we will use the ready variable we have just created. So while ready is not equal to the string of quit. So what this is doing is it will take in whatever the user has entered here. And if it is the word quit exactly the same as this, then the while loop will not start. But if it is anything else, then the while loop will start. Next, we will create a pound variable. And this will take in user input of please enter how much the item weighs in pounds. Now we have wrapped this in a integer function, so this will convert anything the user enters into an integer. Next we will create a convert variable, and again we will ask some more information from the user. And this time we will ask them to enter a converter. So please enter the number of the converter you want to use. So the first one will be kilograms, the second one will be stone, and the third one will be ounces. Next, we will use a if statement. So if convert is double equal to 1. So if the user enters 1 here, they mean for kilograms. So we will create a new variable called kg and assign it to pound times by 0.45, and then we will print pound converted to kg is kg. Next, we will use the else if statement and say else if convert is double equal to 2. We will create a stone variable and do pound times by 0.07. And now we will print pound converted to stone is, and then the stone variable, and then else if convert is double equal to 3, we will do ounce or create an ounce variable, which will be pound times by 16, and then we will print pound converted to ounces is, and then the ounce variable, and then else we will print please choose a valid number from the operators. And then at the end of this we will just ask the user if they would like to convert again. Would you like to convert? Type quit to end. So now if the user types in quit here, then this while loop will stop. So if I head over to my desktop or my terminal and I cd into the desktop, and then if I do Python weight converter, Would you like to convert? Yes. £100 to kilograms is 45 kilograms. And then if I do yes, so £100 to stone is 7 stone. Yes. £100 to ounces is 1600 ounces. And then if I type in quit, it ends the function or the program. Okay, so this time we will be doing the same but using functions. So first we will define the kilogram function, which will take in a parameter of pound. Next we will create a kg variable, which will be assigned pound times by 0.45, and we will return the string of kg. Next we will define the stone function, which will also take in pound, and then this will create a stone variable, which will be pound times by 0.07, and return the string of stone. Then we will create the ounce function, which will also take in pound, and then ounce equals pound times by 16, and this will return the string of ounce. Now we will create the logic using a function called logic, and this will hold the converters. So if convert is double equal to 1, then we will print pound converted to kilograms is, and then we will come out of the f string and we will do kg, and we will call the function within this. So here, when the user enters 1, this kilogram function here that we made up here will be called within the string. Else if convert is double equal to 2, we will print pound lbs converted to stone is, and the same will be done here. So and then third convert is double equal to 3, which will have pound converted to ounces is, and the same will be done here. So ounce pound, and this will call the ounce function that we have made up here, and then we will add ounces to the end. Now else we will print please enter a valid weight listed above. Now we will create a retry function that will hold a redo variable, and within this variable will be user input, asking them if they would like to convert. And if the user types the string quit, it will end, or it will store it within the redo variable. So if redo is double equal to quit, we will return false, else we will return true. So whatever the user has entered here, if it is the string quit, then it will come back false, otherwise it will come back true. So now we can use this function to start the while loop. So while retry, and then we can use or create a pound variable, which will take in user input of please enter how much the item weighs in pounds, and then a convert, which will also take in user input, please enter the weight you wish to convert to, and then 1 will be kilograms, 2 will be stone, 3 will be ounces, and finally we will call the logic function straight after. So because this logic function has been called, whatever this convert method or this user input that's stored in this convert variable it comes back to. So if it's 1, then it will call the kilogram function here. If it's 2, it will call the stone function here. And if it's 3, it will call the ounce function here. So if I save this, head over to the terminal, cd into the desktop, and then Python weight converter. Would you like to convert? Yes. 100 to kilograms, 45 kilograms, yes. 100 to stone, 7 stone, yes. 100 to ounces, 1600 ounces. Now if I type quit, it ends the program. Okay, so finally we will be using object-oriented programming to create the same program. And to start with, we will create a class, and this will be called weight converter. We will now define the init method, which will take in self and then 2 parameters of pound and conversion. Now self.pound is equal to pound and self.conversion is equal to conversion. So this self method just allows us to use these 2 parameters within our methods. Next we will define a method called kilograms or kg, and this will take in self and pound, and then we will create a kg variable which will be assigned to self.pound times by 0.45, and we will return the string of kg. Next we will define the stone method, which will take in self and pound, and we will create a variable called stone and assign it to the self.pound times by 0.07, and we will return the string of stone. Next we will define the ounce method, which will take in self and pound, and then we will create a new variable called ounce, which will be self.pound times by 16, and we will return the string of ounce. Next we will create the logic for this, and this will also be within the class. It will be another method. So we will define logic, which will take in the self parameter, and now if self.conversion is double equal to 1, we will print self.pound lbs converted to kilograms is, and here we will do self.kg, and we will call self.pound within that, and we will add kg onto the end to give it a little decoration as to what weight it is. And now else if self.conversion is double equal to 2, we will print self.pound lbs converted to stone is, and again we will do self.stone, and we will call it with the self.pound parameter. And then else if self.conversion is double equal to 3, we will print self.pound lbs converted to ounces is, and then self.ounce, and we will call it with the self.pound parameter. And then else we will just print please choose a valid operator. And now outside of the class we will create a retry method, and this will hold a variable called redo, which will take in user input of would you like to convert, type quit to end, and then we will use an if statement. So if redo is double equal to the string of quit, so if the user has typed in quit, then we will return false, else we will return true. So whatever else they type in will be stored in. So if it is quit, then it will return false. Anything else, it will return true. So we can now create the while loop, which will be the body to our program. While retry, so while this is returning true, we can then create a pound variable, which will take in user input of please enter how much your item weighs in pounds, and this will be cast as an integer. We will then create the converter, so again this will be cast as an integer, but it will be user input of please choose a weight you wish to convert to, and the first will be kilograms, the second will be stone, and the third will be ounces. Now we can create a new variable called converter, which will take in the class we've just created up here. So we will call it here with weight converter, and as arguments to this class we will pass in pound and convert, which are the two variables we have made just here. And then we can call the logic to the function by doing converter.logic and calling it like that. So now this, when it gets to this point, it will call this method here, and these methods above it will then be called depending on which conversion the user has entered. So if I save this, head over to the desktop, clear that, and then if I cd into my desktop, and then Python weight converter, would you like to convert? Yes. How much does your item weigh? 100. We'll do kilograms, so 45 kg. And then yes, 100 to stone, 7 stone. Yes, 100 to ounces, 16 ounces. And then if I type in quit, the program has finished. That's all for today's video. If there's anything you'd like me to cover further, please don't hesitate in reaching out to me by dropping a comment below on Instagram or through my website. Stay tuned, as in my next video I will be going over the import random module. If you liked what we've been through today and you want to learn more, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date. Thank you and see you next time.